So you know how Elon Musk tweets out something like every 5 minutes? Well, he's not tweeting now
Why?
because he lost in Wisconsin.
So he said, so
Poor
he's...
Elon. If you guys haven't followed the story, he's been doing a lot of questionable, you could say illegal things. He had that lottery thing, right? And then he had like, and it was like give $1 million and, follow Elon, be a spokesperson. He also had the pay $100 per person to sign a petition thing. And then he had this like other thing was like, I'll pay you $20 to take a picture of you with the candidate with a thumbs up and your friend.
It's totally Hollywood Street.
Totally what?
Hollywood Street, the LA, the Hollywood area, you take a picture
Oh,
with
right,
Spider-Man and Hulk.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, like in those kind of places, it's a scam. When you go to tourist spots,
New York,
someone dresses up like a costume, like an Elon kind of guy. And he's like, hey, come and take my picture, kid. And if you do, then they start demanding for money.
It's free.
Yeah, they pretend it's free, yeah. So that's kind of Elon. He's always kind of come up with some sort of scam or skim or shakedown, however you want to call it. So because he lost in Wisconsin, they're already making up plans on how he's going to steal your money on Liberation Day.
Yeah, then who's liberate?
Yeah, so you're gonna be liberated from your jobs, your money, your happiness. That's
liberate your home from your home.
Yeah, take away your home. I know we're making jokes about this stuff, but I mean, the stuff is so ridiculous that we're talking about that you kind of put it in the sense of like it'll make sense, right? So first, where's the money going to go to? So Liberation Day is basically tariffs, right? Who pays the tariffs?
You.
Yeah, you.
American citizen, you.
They keep pretending that other countries are going to pay it, other company, like foreign companies are going to pay it. It's basically lies. You're going to end up paying the tariffs. The other question then is, where does the tariff money go?
Yeah.
So as you know, there's that sovereign wealth fund. And I've been telling you guys it's going to go to some pet projects, be it AI, crypto, or whatever.
Mars.
Yeah, maybe go to Mars. Well, we have some new information. Looks like Musk is trying to get some money for Starlink. Okay, so what's going on is basically there's a lot of people in USA that live in sort of rural houses, so like small towns away from the big cities, and they don't have good, reliable internet. And actually, in my opinion, I think internet's really important for kids.
Sure.
Not
just kids, just for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And so then here's the argument that they're going to make. And in fact, this is a time when people who've already made the deal and had the contracts, they're getting ready to dig. They're going to put fiber optic cables into the ground, right? So Elon's got a plan. What's his plan?
What is his plan?
To use Starlink.
Oh, yeah.
Right, to give internet to the people. It's either going to be Elon or Jeff Bezos is trying to get these contracts. So I guess my understanding of it is that they've frozen these other companies who are going to put the fiber and the wires in the ground.
But they already signed the contract, isn't it?
Yeah, but so that's what Musk and Trump are doing. They're like, oh, we're cutting out all the government waste and fraud, right? So they're freezing contracts.
Yeah, but they're not cutting their company.
Right. So they're basically diverting money to them. That's why I'm trying to make it clear. The argument that they'll make is that it's really expensive to put in these fiber optic, cables, that kind of stuff. And they'll say, well, it's so much cheaper to do, Elon's or Bezos' company because it's already there.
The satellite.
Right. But here's the thing. Over long term, it may cost you more money, right? So yes, maybe it costs more money to dig the holes in the ground and put the cables in, and you have to go through regulations to make sure everything is, done in a way. Because like if you dig in cables and you just start tearing down houses and roads, like you got to make sure it's safe to the animals, etc., to people. But the cost of the cable, the fiber optic may be faster, and the cost may be cheaper over a long term.
Long term.
Right. And so the problem with the Trump and the Musk is you'll never figure out exactly the truth because they're sort of, no bid, we're going to take the contract kind of stuff, right? Do you guys see what I'm saying? This is corruption. So that's the first one. He wants Liberation Day. Maybe Musk will start getting all these Starlink contracts for him. The next one you have is TikTok is an interesting one. One of Musk's buddies, his name is Andreessen Horowitz. You'll see him on Joe Rogan or whatever. He's kind of like I guess you call him a billionaire kind of guy. I don't know his net worth right offhand, but I've seen him before. I don't like the guy. He misrepresents stuff quite a bit. So he's similar to Musk. He's always saying how awesome Musk is, but they're going to try to make a deal to buy TikTok.
Buy TikTok from China?
Yeah, so the basic idea is that the China and USA are trying to figure out, okay, can we keep TikTok in USA? No, what's going on with American data, right? And then they say, okay, well, we'll let you keep it if you have like an American partner. And so they've been searching for who's this partner going to be, and then you're also negotiating who's going to get the data, essentially. Will the Chinese government get the data or not? And there's like a whole rigmarole. And I don't trust that one of Musk buddies is in on this, because obviously you guys know this. A lot of Americans use TikTok. It is certainly worth something. And then there's also concern is, will this be subsidized by your, tariff money, the sovereign wealth fund, and that kind of stuff?
Buying TikTok, your tariff money.
Right. Right. So that's the concern. So you got Starlink. You have the TikTok thing is coming up. The deadline on that is April 5th. So that'll be like a couple days from now. Then you have the Greenland talk, right? Because again, the question is, where, after being, quote, liberated from your money, where does your money go?
Greenland?
Yeah, theoretically Greenland. So this was the discussion lately. Now is the White House doesn't even actually know how much it's going to cost if they okay. One is Denmark and Greenland. They keep saying we're not for sale.
Yeah,
right?
But
no, that's what they keep saying.
Yeah, but why you keep saying you're gonna buy it?
That's why the whole thing's stupid.
It's like it just sounds like thug gangster thing.
Yeah, it'd be a real shame what happened to your family if we don't let us buy Greenland, that kind of stuff.
It sounds like what was the Soprano?
Yeah. It's like the Soprano, which we'll get into that in a moment here, because Musk people were making a Sopranos argument, like literally a gangster criminal organization argument of why we shouldn't mess with them. But the Greenland situation, they're trying to figure out how much it's going to cost to take Greenland if they're going to take it.
But if they're on sale.
Yeah.
But if they, they're calling the really, like tremendous budget cost, are you gonna pay for that?
Well, so that's why I have to bring this up, because remember, Trump keeps saying you're all going to be rich on Liberation Day. Like they're making it like a really great holiday, but I'm telling you where your money's going.
It's gonna be like actual holiday? Or
no,
or just give a name.
They're having a big announcement at the White House. Trump's going to be in the Rose Garden.
It's like Oyster Day, those kind of day. It's not a holiday, but it's a name of the day, right?
Yeah. It's just like Oyster Day at your local restaurant. It's just like that, And they're gonna, hey, come on down, or maybe we'll rename Liberation Day to like Elon Musk Tesla Day for all we know. But yeah, they're gonna announce it tomorrow. And so like they're trying. Everyone's fighting over this money. Essentially, what it ends up being is everyone's fighting. So Starlink, TikTok, is it going to go to Greenland? They don't even know the cost of Greenland. That's what they're trying to figure out. And then they're
Who's gonna figure out? It's not on sale. Who's going to figure out?
That's why the whole thing is stupid. The argument that they're making is they're gonna tell Greenland is they say, hey, we're gonna give you more money than Denmark, and we're a better partner than Denmark.
Plus, when you think about the land, it's not a land itself. Greenland is island, right? So you're owning the ocean too around there.
Oh, that's a good point. And also the people that live there. I don't know. We're not really buying the people per se, but
so
they would all become American.
They welcome in Greenland to America.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see. Yeah. With the kick out people thing too, they've been actually kicking out. There was a person who they deported recently to El Salvador, and it turns out they made a mistake.
Yeah.
They've been claiming that all these people are gang members. This particular person looks like he wasn't.
There was just innocent citizen.
Yeah, he's a father. He's married to an American. So it is true. I don't think he's a citizen, but he is married to an American. So, chances are you just have to go through the process still, which takes a long time. If you guys didn't know our system.
Longer than you think.
You've
been through that.
Yeah, it takes a long time. And then the Trump people are saying that maybe they can't get the guy back. Who knows? I don't trust anything that they say.
Why? Just, same as day. You get on the plane, just fly in.
Yeah. That's literally how you would get him back. Like the same plane you used to send him there, get on the same plane and just go pick him up. Like don't pretend like you can't find him.
Go through the immigration.
Yeah, they act like, oh, he just disappeared. I don't know where he went. It's like some stupid crap. And all the stuff, guys, I'm putting together with you because I want you to just understand like how absurd the stuff that they're saying. And the problem is though their followers keep believing it. I think that's the biggest problem out there. And all I have to do is sometimes just tell you what they're doing, because like they from the Trump Musk point of view, they try to like gaslight you or distract you with shiny objects.
Yeah.
So
I told you before, they they keep repeating thing, right?
Yeah, right,
Even if
right.
we do make video like 4 times a day, whatever, but you know, Elon's tweets are like every 5 minutes, so we
Yeah, it's
cannot.
hard to compete with
Yeah,
that.
we can.
I've actually said that before in the channel to where like, you know, for example, I could go and go through every one of Elon's tweets on how it's a lie, but it's a major distraction because for every lie he puts out, it might
Yeah.
take me, for example, if it takes him 5 minutes to tweet, it takes me 10 to 15 minutes to check on the lie, and then suddenly like,
You're losing.
yeah, I'm losing in that regard. So you have to like sort of pick and choose your battles, and the main thing is you have to show people that Elon is untrustworthy. And once you establish that, then you realize like most of the stuff he says is frankly nonsense. And so the key question to anyone watching this is to say, okay, on Liberation Day, which is tomorrow, are you richer? Do you suddenly have like a fantastic job? And if none of those things are true, then how do you feel about them spending your money on, you know, Starlink, Greenland, buying TikTok theoretically, and just doing that kind of stuff with your money? I personally, you know, I think a lot of stuff they're trying to do is make them richer, like Musk and Trump's and their buddies. I don't really think they care about you, and it's not thinking. I know they don't because you can tell from their actions. And then on top of that, they're firing a bunch of people today. That was over. Yeah, and it's crazy.
Which one?
This was Health and Human Services. I think it was 10,000 people in one day. It was really a lot, but we actually don't know the full number because it's just so many.
Probably more than that.
Yeah. Well, there was a projection that maybe they're going to fire 20,000 total, but we don't know the official word we'd use is layoff. But someone in the comments actually made a really good comment on that, saying that don't use the word layoff because that implies that theoretically they get hired back. But firing is more like they're trying to cut elimination, you know, eliminate departments, eliminate jobs. But what happened is that people didn't know they were fired. They'd show up to work and the building's like closed, or they show up to work and their badge to get in doesn't work in the door.
My sister case, you know, her boss, they just go to work. They just you know, they block the
police tape.
door. Yeah,
police tape. And there were police there, so you just couldn't get into the building. And it's the same kind of thing. And then on top of that, not only are they firing people basically without notice, they're telling you if you have any problem, contact dead people. No, for real, it was really contact dead people. It was like so ridiculous.
What kind of government, even small company, does that?
Well, I guess one's owned by Elon, like be it Twitter, you know, Tesla, like those. Yeah, but
then they're claiming, oh, we're paying for, you know, dead people's the welfare money.
Oh, right. He says that all the time as well. I mean, it's like they want you to contact dead people, and so if you don't understand, it's basically contact this person if you have a complaint, but that person had died actually. So basically, contact dead people, and then they complain that dead people are getting benefits. The whole thing is just a big rigmarole, and I think kind of what Musk and Trump they expect is, I guess, fool people long enough to where like until they die, and then they can't complain anymore. Because if you cut people's, I know I'm being a little bit kind of mean on here, but if you cut people's benefits, it's really going to hurt a lot of people. And guys, I know we make jokes, but this is actually quite serious because I want to emphasize this. There's, you know, a lot of you were talking about in the comments, and we talk about this in serious ways where people say if I miss a check from Social Security or I can't, you know, pay my bills or rent, I'm really in trouble, and I completely understand. And that's why, you know, it's important to point everything that's going on with Trump and Musk. And these are just awful people, and that's all I have to say. So please stay tuned for updates. We'll keep you guys informed, and we'll catch you guys next time. So thanks for watching. Bye.